Hey everyone, Mark here for Intel Future Skills, and today we're talking trash-o-matic. Well, actually upcycling product design, but it's taking old things that people wouldn't want, possibly even throw into the landfill, and turn them into something new. You know, there's a saying, one man's junk is another man's treasure. Now, there's a lot of junk back here, but there's a lot of things that I can make out of it. And why would I want to just bury the landfill with more and more things that are half broken? That's kind of the American way, unfortunately. So how can we save the landfill through our design and practice some problem solving, some empathy, some design thinking, some entrepreneurship even, to make something cool? Here's how it works. You find what you have. Figure out what you have. I like bike tubes. They're pretty easy. Climbing ropes might be fun. Old CDs, cassette tapes, things that people don't use anymore. What could you find and what could you do with them? Put them down in front of you. Figure out what you have, and if nothing else, look, you've got a bike tube, you can turn it into a rubber band. That is upcycling. It's not real vogue, but it is upcycling. If you had a better idea, maybe you turn your bike tube into a wallet. This wallet actually lasted me for about 3 or 4 years in my pocket, and it was just embroidery floss sewn into bike tube. Bike tube is really easy to work. Embroidery floss, a thicker needle, and sew it up there, and you've got yourself, oh look, I got $1. You've got yourself something to put in your own pocket and show people that you care about not just the environment, but design. You can do some cool stuff. Climbing rope, right? You could turn this into bracelets, if nothing else, or keychains or bookmarks. Speaking of bookmarks, you could take some old film, if you could find film, or if you even know what film is, and you could turn that into a bookmark, or even the Intel way, right? A circuit board. You could take a circuit board that wasn't used. Now, caution, if it's been populated and it has solder on it, don't use it. That potentially could have lead in it and could be dangerous. But think about these things. What could you make? Corks are easy. You could drill it out, put a little magnet on it, stick it to your fridge, make a little plant holder. Or maybe it's corks and bike tube coaster. The sky's the limit. You could take an old coffee cozy and make one out of a bike tube. But the goal here is not for me to tell you what to do, but for you to use the design thinking, empathy, iteration, problem solving, and testing out your own ideas. And this is a super great way just to embrace the mistakes. Things that you break are really cheap to break because you cut the bike tube wrong. Oh no, it's a bike tube. It didn't cost you anything. So you can mess up. And messing up actually is one of the best things you can do, if you can believe it. Messing up helps you figure out what the next step in the process is. So try it. Cut things up, and if it's too small, cut it up again. But make something fun, make something useful. There's a company out there that takes neoprene wetsuits and turns them into computer cases or iPad holders. I mean, just think about what you could do. Oh, I just saw the other day somebody took a broken lamp like this and took the head of it off, and they basically put a new adapter on it for a camera mount. So they could put their phone on it, and then became a tripod that you could move around. I thought, what a great idea. How many of those types of things have been thrown away before? So use our process, dream it, which is what we're talking about. Draw it, right? Build it, share it, and at the end of the day, you should have something cool. You should actually have multiple things that are cool in different phases. Maybe you have the first one that wasn't that great, the next one which was a little better, the next one, which was finally your final. Maybe you even go back to the bike shop that you bought them at, and you say, hey, look what I'm making. Can I put these on your counter here to sell? Maybe bike enthusiasts would want a bike tube wallet. I did. So if you have any questions or anything else, there's a lot of helpful resources. There's some pro tips and brainstorming 101, because there's a lot of brainstorming that needs to be done in this, and it can be hard sometimes. But here's the tip. Think about an action, a location, and what your material is so that you can build something that kind of fits within that triad. Action, location, material. What would you build with bike tubes if you were at the beach sitting on a chair? Right? That's a different place to think about. So dig on into it. If you have any questions, or you just have something really cool that you find and you build it and you want to share us a picture or email, just send it to us. intelfutureskills@intel.com. Until next time, I'm going to keep building some stuff. I want to see what you build, and I will see you later. See you on the recycled flip side or upcycled flip side. Mark out. Bye now.